little rough. She'll load logs like crazy though, so, and the heater works good. That's good enough for me, you know. Anyway, so we worked Saturday for a little bit. Got that, they were wanting to get off that road real bad. The Skyline was across the truck road plus the guy line, so every time the trucks came through, it slacked everything off. Got that finished. Got a pretty good little pile of wood here. I've already sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loads. And I still got, 8 left. Yeah, 6, 921. We got 6 loads. One of the mills is really, really, really close, so that works out pretty good. One of them's a little bit of a trip, so what I do is the first one out in the morning, send him long, and then the second one, send him short.
You can leave me some slack on, dude. Leave me a base, and I'll try to shoot them as far as I can. And I can just leave that hardwood pile. You know, once you get it piled up, grab a few other.
Yeah, tip bar. I was just getting these short ones out. Just use a base of them longer ones. Anyway, so I've been waiting. I was kind of glad I came back to work here because it reminded me of a story of me and Stacy. We've had some pretty good adventures, to be honest. This particular time we were catlogging, and somebody else had actually started the job, and they went in and kind of creamed it out.
I can see how Nick's doing down there. If it's not working very well, send them back up here. Unless it's kind of a must down there. So I don't know how good he's gonna be faring.
Yeah, we got one guy, the hook tender, rigging slinger, whatever he is. He's not feeling very good this morning, and then the chaser's got an abscessed tooth in his face, his eyes almost all swelled up.
There we go.
I got, yeah, tip bar, be safe. We'll see you when you get back. Anyways, he's tough enough to come to work with it hurting like that. I'd give him my respect. Anyway, so we start doing this catlogging job that somebody else had come in and creamed out. And it actually probably should have been a yarder job. There was just nowhere to get a yarder. And then it was a big rock bluff at the very top, so there wasn't tail holes. Anyways, they dug some cat roads in there. Like I said, the one guy, the bottom of it was flat. He reached everything he could reach with a shovel and made a few bucks. And then as soon as the logging got tough, he pulled his shovel and his cat out. Anyway, so it was dead of summer, and I was tending hook for another company. We was only working till 1 o'clock because of the heat restrictions, so I'd go out and work Saturday and Sunday with Stacy catlogging just so I could, you know, still make some pretty decent money over the summer. Well, the dust was about that deep, and this booger was steep. I mean, it was steep. Well, we'd had a middle of the summer rainstorm come in, and it was just enough to knock the dust down, you know. It just, the first inch or two of the dust was wet and muddy, and then after that it was all still dusty. So we show up to the job, and I'm like, we ought to just let it set. I mean, I was pretty burnt out working 7 days a week anyways.
Empty at the farmer's gate.
Stacy says, well, as he had a little 650 K's cat.
That truck make it under the guy line okay
and
this
then
got lots of room.
John Deere skidder, the old style, it had chokers on it, and it was a manual.
Boy, keep it on your ticket.
Anyway, Stacy says, well, you look on to me with the cat, and we'll start up that hill, and we get up top, we'll just choke, you know, a couple of pretty good sized turns, and we come down, it'll knock all that mud off, which it would have if we would have made it. So we start out along there, we start up these steep pitches. Well, I couldn't drag him, so I'd have to let the winch line out and get up to the top of the hill or wherever the winch line, then winch him up and go up. Well, we did this 3 or 4 times, and you guys seen the video with Stacy in it. He's a big guy, and he fills this John Deere skidder cab completely up. We get up to the steepest piece, I throw the winch line away and I get up there. Well, I run out of winch line about 15 feet before the break of the hill. So I set my blade down, feet on the brakes, and grab the winch line, and I start winching him up the hill. Well, it's kind of pulling me back just a little bit each time, you know. I get him up there, we're almost, probably 10, 15 feet from me, and I was just gonna get him right up to me, then stop, and then get up on top of the roll, pull him up again. Then we would have been home free. Well, I get him within about 8 or 10 feet of me, and both of us cut loose. And we're going backwards. I'm still winching him. I've got the blade down, so I throw it in the forward gear and let my clutches out. The old tracks are going like this, and I'm building throttle. And it's still, and we're picking up speed. And it's, you know, probably, I think he had 200 feet of drum line on there, you know, small drum line. It goes down there, and then it makes a hard corner like this, and then it's just, there's a strip of timber, a rock face, and then here's the highway right below it. And here we are going backwards, you know, and I'm doing everything I can do, and nothing's working. So I figured the best thing to do was to just throw the winch line away. So I threw the free spool to the winch. Well, the cat, it immediately stopped, and the skidder just stopped. I mean, he's flying. You should have seen this bit, and I could hear him in there, and he's trying to get out of this thing. Well, he's so big he can't get out of it. Well, just about time he's getting out where he can bail, he's making this corner. Well, now he can't get out because he's gonna get run over. And it just followed that corner right around and then stopped. So I start backing up, and he's still freaking out, and he's like, "What in the hell were you thinking?" And I go, "Well, I can just see the story in the newspaper now. 2 loggers die, nobody knows why." Said I had to be here to tell the story so that they would know what really happened. You know, because you know how stories are, they're cheap and people make up whatever they want to make up. So I had to be here to tell the truth. So I go, "Well, I think we could probably make it now. We're not most," and he's like, "Nope, forget it. We're going home. I'm going to drink some beer. It's not supposed to rain again for another 4 months, so I'll just come back up." Oh my God, it was awesome. That big son of a bitch is trying to get out of that cab, and he can't get out. He's clutching and trying to go ahead on it and putting his blade down. And he's freaking out in there. That was freaking, I wish I would have been GoProing then, because that one would have got 5 million hits. I guarantee you that. I hope you guys like that one. We got plenty more adventures with me and Stacy. I'll get a couple more out to you as soon as I can. Stay safe, you logs. Come on.